Why would they respect that? Shoot their asses down. I'm sorry, I'm not a war hawk, but in this scenario, I'm gonna agree with the war hawks and say shoot them down, because you're being too lenient. They're not gonna respect your threats because you're not doing anything. There's no action. I guarantee you, if a fucking NATO fighter jet flew through Russian airspace, they would shoot that bitch down immediately. Come on, man. Enough is enough. They're not going to respect you because they know you're not going to do shit.
Do you think Russia is viewing kind of
its weakness,
more bellicose or strong rhetoric from Trump?
Well, I think the Russians have already poo-pooed the idea. Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, was very negative on it today. But it does perhaps introduce into the Kremlin, they may have to think about, what if Trump's shift is not just rhetorical, but does he reach a point where he begins to do some real things, like imposing additional sanctions, like providing funds that would allow the Ukrainians to continue to arm themselves and continue the war, that might begin to have a real impact. Part of this now is you have with Vladimir Putin, somebody who thinks he can still achieve his goals on the battlefield. And what the United States should be working with Europe and Ukraine to do is to persuade him that that's not going to be possible, and that if he continues to try, the costs to Russians are only going to go higher and higher.